Hello Madden Nation, Gibs here for another exciting edition. It is not your den, it is not my den, but it is the Mad Den, aka The Laser Show, the internet's most passionate show of John Madden NFL 12 football. Kicking off with a bang today, show 171. Going to talk today about the Kansas City Chiefs, of which my New England Patriots took down last night big time. Good game, first half. It was a little nerve-wracking, very nerve-wracking. Whatever the Chiefs were doing, they would literally, it looked like it was like almost like a, if you're going to think about it in Madden terms, almost like a 2-4-5, where they had two down linemen, and then they had two linebackers kind of stacked over those linemen, and then they had the outside linebackers, and then it looks like the deep safeties were pulled up. So they literally had like two linemen, they had 8 guys in the box area. It's kind of like a 4-6, but everything was completely overloaded. It was just like Bizarro World. I had no idea what was going on, and it just was. When they were showing the clips of it, it was tough. It was tough, very tough. It should be interesting to see the Patriots bounce back after a big victory like that next week, playing Michael Vick. Hopefully, he's my fantasy quarterback. So I'm hoping he's not in the game, but I'm a little bit nervous about it. So we're gonna have to see how that fares. In moving forward, Patriots playing the Eagles next week, and then they're gonna be, what is the record? They're gonna 7-3. The Eagles are 4-6 moving forward. If they can get that 8-3, probably a pretty commanding lead of the AFC East at that point. So moving forward, I think they said something like 20-40 record the Pats have remaining schedule. So that's about that. But let's talk about the Kansas City Chiefs power run formation. So we're gonna get to that real quick. I don't want to close my lid because I'm exporting something here. Weekly sideline. Chicago Bears fan. That's what we're doing. Chicago Bears in the weekly sideline this week. Let's take a look at what we're seeing here from the Kansas City Chiefs. So I'm going to say your power run formation is going to be something a little more exotic. We saw this when I played Tyler in the game of the week. Let's take a look at what we see here. Single back jumbo pair is the formation I want to come out in. And the running play that I want to focus on is the halfback plunge. Now, when I get in and I'm going to grab, we'll say a 3-4. 3-4. So what I want to read here is the halfback plunge. And the plunge, how it's going to be effective, is whether or not the left side of your center is overloaded with defenders. So what I mean by that is, so if you count 1, 2, 3, that means that you have at least your center, your guard can get up the field, and then you don't want to bounce outside because you have Ali out here who should, in theory, get a free run at the halfback, right? So if it looked like this, if it looked like that, you wouldn't want to run. And what I'm saying is that's probably a terrible what it would really look like. If it looked like this, you don't want to run there. And so if it looked like that, you wouldn't want on the plunge, because see how the gap will close up because there's just too many defenders there. We only have 3 guys to block on that side of the field, so we don't want to run. And as you can see, that Ali over there is going to have the outside lane every time. So here's again, watch. Get outside. If I get outside, Ali will take me down. So that's just something to keep in mind. Fumble-itis there. But this is a pretty good overall run formation. What I like about it is that the halfback power row is run audible down, and then you just go. You just get on your horse and go. You got 3 tight ends to the right of the field, so if you got frisky there and subbed an extra tackle in there, it's kind of like a tackle over. It's a very heavy power run. Tyler ran this against me in the game of the week. It's a unique formation. It's something that not a lot of people are running, but it's something that might give your opponent fits. Throw it at them, see if it's something new. They're gonna have to dedicate a lot of guys, a lot of resources to defend that right side of the run. So once you see a matchup like this, so then you have that matchup. This is something where you would want to run the plunge and look to get outside. But then that linebacker went outside. So then my job is to cut back inside. So take a look at that again. So as you can see, if I had that edge of that middle linebacker that's going to the left there, if he came through that A gap, I would want to bounce to run outside. But see, I recognize he's cutting outside. I got to cut back inside to gain positive yards. So here's again. So if you see something like this, they're going to start catering to that run. So get outside, Jackie Battle, get outside, bum 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 bum, be a big truck. So if they start trying to respect the middle of the field, you run to the right and you try to get out wide. Jackie Battle, run through the lanes. Boosh. Which also you can do from this formation is you can motion the far tight end. and you can snap him wherever you want in whatever gap you want. So keep that in mind. You have a good ability to motion effectively there. So if you wanted to motion like so, get an extra blocker in that lane there for you, you have the option. So get creative with your passing. You know, you want dual flat routes, is that what you want? If you want dual flat routes, you can have the dual flat routes. You motion over Connell, you have Beck on one side, Connell lines up in the backfield right there, kind of like a weak eye formation, boom. So this formation's got a lot of different things you can do with it. Let's see if we can motion Beck and snap. Probably will be able to. Nope, can't motion Beck. But what could you do? Maybe you could motion, you could probably motion over Connell, yep. Oh. Let's see if I can get a motion snap to Connell. Motion over Connell. Snap, yeah, inside release. Nah, no inside release. So, I mean, he's going to mess with it, but this overall good power run formation. Check it out. There's other ones you might want to focus on. Is a couple formations I like, definitely. But, you know, something that we've gone over many times. I form tight. You got the fullback dive, run audible down is the power O. Then you got the zone weak. So that's obviously a good option. Keep that in mind. Keep that in your back pocket if you want something simple. Strong twins, power O, halfback dive, counter weak, sweep, halfback screen. So you can see it's got all the makings of a great power run formation. Not to mention, it's got wide receiver streak. That Y route right there is a great route for a quick pass. So as you can see, a lot of different, you know, at least 3 formations you can focus on as a power running set with the Kansas City playbook. So get in the lab, start figuring that out, see which one you like the best. I know if you have any questions, you probably should ask your boy Chief. He's on Twitter, BS1515. Message him. I'm sure he'll be able to give some feedback about how he uses the Chiefs. And for another great show, guys, show 171, it's in the books. And as always, we are changing the Madden community, and we are doing it one snap at a time.